Yeah. Uh-huh. Sweet. So cool. Live on Instagram, and we're live on the YouTube. YouTube, if you're not following me already, I'm on Instagram at Fruitarian. Tonight, it's about 7:54. We're going to be talking about for all y'all Canadians out there. We're going to be talking about goals and why you absolutely need them and what they can do for you and how to get the most out of them. Because let's face it, a lot of us set goals and they end up in the dustbin. A lot of us set goals and we forget about them. A lot of us set goals and we don't reach them. Tonight, in today's training, we're going to be going into detail on goals and how you can set them and how you can get them so that they really excite you and so that they actually get you to take action in an excited, passionate way. Because it's easy to set a goal that's not exciting and it just becomes a chore, becomes something on your to-do list. For those of you who are just joining us, well, I'll let you know that I'm on YouTube and Instagram. So if I'm going back and forth, now you know why. Goals. Very, very important for many reasons. But let me tell you a story about goals. Before I ever knew about goal setting, before I knew about the law of attraction, I was just going through life as a victim. I was just reacting to things. I would just react like that. And I could easily blame the person or the situation or the circumstance or my past or my upbringing. I could easily blame someone or something else for how I was feeling, for what was going on, because I wasn't aware of the law of attraction. I wasn't aware that I could create and do create my own reality. I wasn't aware that all these things that were happening to me were because I was manifesting them unconsciously. Now, we're always manifesting things at all times. A lot of people say, oh, dude, you manifested that. Or like, they're like, oh, I so manifested that. It's like, you're always manifesting things. Like me right now on live, you manifested that. This comment right here on YouTube, I manifested that. There's these people in the chat, I've manifested this. I mean, you manifest everything, I manifest everything. We're constantly manifesting. So it's not a matter of, ooh, can I manifest this or not? It's, what are you manifesting? What do you want to manifest? If you focus on something, you're going to get more of it in life. You got to focus on the feeling that you want to generate. Focus on the feeling that you want to feel. Focus on the feeling that would be yours had the goal of yours already been accomplished. So let me get back to the story. Before I had goals, I was just a victim. I didn't know about the law of attraction. I didn't know about goal setting. And I would go through life reacting to things. And I hated my freaking life, man. I contemplated suicide. I didn't commit suicide. Obviously, I'm still here. I didn't attempt suicide. I know a lot of people out there who have attempted suicide. Perhaps there's some people live right now with us who have attempted suicide. I never actually attempted it, but I damn well wanted to. It was a fantasy I played out many times, just thinking I could off myself and no one would even know I was gone. No one would even care I was gone, and I don't even want to be here anymore. So I might as well just kill myself. Might as well end it and just let that be that. That's how much of a victim I was. I just didn't know I could pull myself out of it. So my life was crap. I did a lot of drugs, smoked a lot, drank a lot, went to college and absolutely hated it. Hung around a lot of people who I was afraid of or who annoyed me, whatever. My friend circle absolutely sucked. My income absolutely sucked. Wasn't doing anything to help the planet, right? But once I found out about law of attraction, I wrote down a list of everything I wanted. And I started focusing on it. I started to feel as if these things were coming to me. I started to study quantum physics. I started to study the power of manifestation. I started to study our reality and what it means to be human, what it means to be a creator. Once I started to deliberately hold the vision of the things I wanted in life, I started to get more of them. And it was all I needed to continue. I just needed a little bit of evidence that these coincidences that were happening were actually deliberate manifestations. Deliberate manifestation as a result of things that I've been focusing on. So with goals, the cool thing about goals is that when you write down a goal, you are so much more likely to accomplish it. There's a statistic out there. It's like the 3% of Harvard graduates who actually have goals are the same 3% who go on to live the most fulfilling lives, who are the same 3% who go on to make the most money, the same 3% of people who are happiest, and the same 3% who are actually doing what they want with their life. Right? That statistic alone should be powerful enough to make you want to set goals. But there's 8 people, 9 people in this live chat, 10 people in the YouTube chat right now. You're all hearing what I'm saying. But how many of you are actually going to or have already written down your goal on paper, or at least in the notepad section of your app on your iPhone, your Samsung, whatever, your Android? How many of you have actually typed out your goals? Probably less than half. And I'm talking to a group of people right now who are interested in goal setting, right? That's why you're still here. You could be off anywhere on Instagram. You could be scrolling through. You could be watching different YouTube videos. You're here watching me live talk about goal setting because you're clearly interested in goal setting. And I'm not sure how many of you have actually set goals, but I'm guessing less than half. So I just want to let you know it's super powerful to do it, because as soon as you write down your goal, you are creating momentum. You're creating momentum, and momentum is so powerful. Momentum makes things so easy. It's so much easier to go to the gym the second and third time in a week, or the second and third time. If you've never gone to the gym before, you know the first time is the hardest. The second and third time are so much easier. The fourth and fifth time are so much easier. Once you get going to the gym regularly, you just don't stop. Once you create a great habit for yourself, it becomes automatic. You just don't stop. So with goal setting, as soon as you write down your goal on paper, take pen to paper and you write it down or you type it out, you're immediately creating some momentum for yourself, because you're taking the first action of setting the target. When you walk into a grocery store, when I walk into a grocery store, if I don't know what I'm looking for, I spend so much longer in there, and I'm looking around, I'm like, what fruit do I want? What fruit do I want? But if I go into the grocery store ahead of time, knowing that I need bananas and oranges, then I go in there, grab bananas and oranges, maybe look around, see what else is there, and then I get out. Goal setting helps you with grocery shopping, man. Goal setting helps you with the gym as well. You go in the gym and you know today's leg day. Today I'm doing squats. I don't walk around and say, what should I do? Should I do pull-ups or push-ups or the treadmill? And today's leg day, bro. You're doing squats. You're doing leg extensions. You're doing deadlifts. You're cranking the legs. So just having a little goal with the gym helps a lot. But when it comes to finances, if it's the same thing. If you want to be making 100 grand a year, write it down. If you want to be doing what you love every single day, write that down. Be specific about what it is that you actually want to do. Be very, very specific about that. Be very specific about your ideals in life. What is ideal for you? We got Frank in the house. Frank just joining us. Frank just, I think, was writing a book, or he just wrote a book about how to live your dream life. A lot of what I'm talking about is probably in Frank's book. So when he finally releases that, be sure to get a copy of that. But Frank, you just joined us. We're talking about goal setting, law of attraction, how to manifest the life of your dreams. And it all starts with goal setting, man. Writing down the goal, writing down exactly what it is that you want, and then holding that vision. It's so, so important to hold that vision. It's easy to get carried away, right? It's easy to get distracted. It's easy to say, ooh, what else is on YouTube? Ooh, what else is out there? And you just lose focus. You lose track of that vision, of that goal, of that thing that really drives you. So it's important to hang around people and watch people who remind you of what it is you're after. Watch the same people every single day on YouTube. There's only like 2 or 3 people I watch on YouTube, and I watch them all the time. I watch over and over and over again. Pretty much the same videos as well. Same people talk about the same things. If you've been watching any of my content over the past few days, you know I talk about the same things over and over and over again. I'm constantly talking about coming to a fruit festival. I'm saying the Canada Fruit Fest is the place to be, because it is. I'm talking about, you can make money online as a vegan, because you can. And I'm talking about how amazing fruit is. I'm talking about how humans are frugivorous animals. We're designed to eat fruits and some vegetables. And we do our best eating fruits and vegetables. When we eat other foods, we don't feel as good. I talk about those same 3 things over and over and over again, because those are the things that I really want to continue to have in my life. I continue wanting to have online sources of income. I love the way I make money online. I continuously want to go to fruit festivals, and I continuously want people to come to the Canada Fruit Festival. And I continuously want to be eating the best quality food. I continuously want to be eating the best fruit. So I talk about these same 3 things over and over and over again. And that's the power of YouTube as well, becoming a content creator, becoming a producer. Even if you don't want to make videos, you can at least write ebooks about the things that you love and that are passionate about. When you start teaching people about the things that you're passionate about, the things that you're passionate about become so much more real for you. You know, like only reason I'm still raw, how many people out there are still doing raw vegan after many, many years? It's very few. Most people drop off the deep end. Most people end up not doing veganism or raw veganism or long term because they just don't hang around the right kind of people, or they don't practice it. They don't teach it to others. When you teach something, you start to master it. You can learn a lot through tutorials and stuff, but once you start teaching it, you learn it so much quicker. And you don't need to be a master to start teaching people. That's a big misunderstanding a lot of people have. They think, oh, Ted, I could never teach veganism online. I could never make money with veganism because I don't know enough. I've only been vegan for a year. Bro, if you've been vegan for a year, you have an entire year experience ahead of the person who hasn't been vegan for a single day. If you've been vegan for 1 year, you not only can make money online as a vegan, but you should. Right? It's like being level 12 in a video game and being able to help someone out who's on level 2. You can help them out. They're just getting started. They just finished the beginner course on level 1. They're only on level 2. They're just getting started. You're on level 12. You can help them out. You know so much about veganism. What are you doing not sharing it? Right? And not just veganism. It could be fitness. It could be parenting. It could be handstands. It could be backflips. It could be speaking French or Spanish or whatever. Like, you know something that other people don't. And you can teach it, man. You can teach it to others. This is the really, really cool thing about going live right now is that I'm not being blocked by this perfectionist mentality like I normally would be if I was just making a standard YouTube video thinking this video is not good enough, I'm not going to upload it. I'm going live. I'm real here. Everything I said cannot be unsaid. You heard it all. So I really recommend going live each and every day once you have your goal set. But coming back to goal setting, this live chat's all about goal setting, getting crystal clear on your lifestyle freedom goals, your financial goals, your fitness goals, your relationship goals, your travel goals. Get crystal clear on all these things. And then start teaching other people about them. Right? Once you start teaching things, you master them so much quicker. It's really, really cool how it works, because then you start to see holes in your own education. You start to see holes in your own knowledge, your own awareness. Then you can quickly go in and learn and fill in those holes. And to teach someone something, you only need to be one level ahead. You only need to be one book ahead. There's this great movie called Catch Me If You Can. If you've seen Catch Me If You Can, I want to see some comment right now saying, great movie. If you've seen Catch Me If You Can with Leonardo DiCaprio, just type in great movie. I want to see if anyone's seen this movie here. One of my favorite all-time best movies ever, Catch Me If You Can. What he does, he is an imposter basically. He lives his life as an imposter for many, many years. And he gets away with a lot of criminal activity because he's just so good at being an imposter. And one scene in the movie, he goes and he acts as a teacher at a college, university. True story. True story. He's just like an 18-year-old kid, 19-year-old kid. He goes into the university, dresses up really well, and he starts teaching the whole class. And it's some class, it's like physics or something. And he goes through the whole year, the whole semester at least, teaching this class. And afterwards, when he gets arrested, the police officers were like, how did you teach that class on physics? You're not a physics major, and you never took physics. He said, all I did was I grabbed the book that they were reading, and I stayed one chapter ahead of them. I always just read one chapter ahead. Isn't that powerful? You can teach an entire class, an entire school by being one chapter ahead. You just got to be one chapter ahead. So you don't need to be an expert. You don't need to be a guru. You can start helping people today. But you've got to get crystal clear on what it is that you want in life, because people are going to be magnetized. They're gonna want to follow your advice if they know that you're crystal clear on where it is that you want to go. They're just going to gravitate towards you. So be very crystal clear on what it is you want. And you can do that by spending half hour writing out your goals. You can do that by spending half hour with mind mapping. You can spend that by spending an entire day off the internet. If you quit the internet for one day, you are going to come back to the internet the next day so clear. You're going to come back to the internet with like this total clarity. You're going to realize how much time you've been wasting watching stupid videos, and how important it is to only watch amazing videos, and how important it is to hang around amazing people, how important it is to get on the phone with amazing people and actually have conversations with amazing people. Activate the part of your brain that's going to help you accomplish your goal. How many people out there have goals but don't actually activate the part of the brain that's going to help them accomplish the goal? Right? We set a goal and then we just activate the part of the brain that's going to distract us. We activate the part of the brain that causes anxiety. We activate the part of the brain that causes worry. How many of us set the goal, meditate, and then activate that part of the brain that's going to help us accomplish the goal? How do you activate the part of your brain that's going to help you accomplish the goal? You study, you teach, you think about, you ponder, you brainstorm. You hang out with people, you converse about that topic. If you spend every single day conversing about the topic of your goal, you will achieve it. You have no choice to other than achieving it. The people who accomplish great things, it's all they do is talk about that great thing that they want to accomplish. Right? So with me making these videos about fruitarianism and raw veganism and veganism, it's no wonder I'm still doing this diet. It's what I talk about every single day. It's no reason I'm still fit. I still talk about fitness every day. You see really overweight people, man. You think how much time they spend thinking about fitness, talking about fitness, activating in fitness activities? They probably just got started, if they've gotten started at all. Otherwise, they haven't spent any time doing it. Professional gamers, the reason they're so good at playing games is because that's all they talk about. It's all they do. Professional athletes, that's all they talk about. It's all they do. So if you want to set a goal and you actually want to accomplish it, be sure to only watch videos pertaining to your goals. Do not go watch a video that has nothing to do with your goals. If your goal is to become, in 2019, if your goal is to make all of your money online as a vegan, if your goal is to get super duper fit, and if your goal is to come to a fruit festival, then you better watch videos on making money online as a vegan. You better continue to go to the gym and watch training videos and watch motivational fitness videos on YouTube. And you better hang out and talk to people and watch interviews and do research on fruit festivals. You know, just it makes so much sense me talking about this, right? Like, you're still all here. If I didn't make any sense, you'd be out of the room. We got 17 people on YouTube. We got 8 people on Instagram. If what I was saying didn't resonate, it didn't make sense, you'd all leave. But what I'm saying, it makes sense. You know this to be true. But it's so interesting how tomorrow when we wake up, we could be like, forget everything Ted said. Don't even remember watching Ted live. I'm just going to go on Instagram and start scrolling. I'm just going to go on YouTube and see what pops up. Rather than saying, hey, today I'm going to watch a video about getting super duper fit. I'm going to watch a video about making money online as a vegan. I'm going to watch a video about how to increase my following. I'm going to watch a video about how to become a better public speaker. I'm going to watch a video about how to get to a fruit festival. Tell me about fruit festivals. Right? You just decide ahead of time what you want to study, rather than just going on YouTube and just reacting to the latest trends, the latest drama, the latest gossip. That activates the part of your brain that causes some overwhelm, because you have these goals and you start to feel overwhelmed because you're not accomplishing anything. Well, no wonder you're not accomplishing anything. You're not talking about it. You're not on the phone with anyone talking about it. You're not brainstorming it. You don't have a coach to help you stay accountable. Have you set the goal on paper? Have you taken at least a single action step toward it? Have you watched a couple of YouTube videos pertaining to that goal? It's so important to just focus on your goals, man. So, so important. And then to talk with other people about them. Brainstorm, communicate. All right. Hope you got something from this video. If you did, awesome. And if you do want to come to a fruit festival this summer, I'd love to have you at the Canada Fruit Fest. We've got an amazing lineup. We're going to start announcing each speaker one day at a time in the coming days here. Fantastic lineup at the Fruit Fest. Going to teach you about veganism, about raw veganism, about fitness, about relationships. And you're just going to hang out with an amazing group of people, very influential, powerful group of people at the Canada Fruit Fest. So it takes place in August in British Columbia. I already see a few people in this live chat who were there last year. That was really cool. And if you're interested in making money online as a vegan, you can head over to veganmoneybook.com and you can pick yourself up a free copy as soon as that's released. It's getting released in the next couple of days, just in the editing phase right now. So it's veganmoneybook.com. Someone could type that in. I really appreciate that. Veganmoneybook.com. Just type it in. Other people can see the URL, copy, paste it. That'd be awesome. And if your goal is to get super duper fit, go to the gym tomorrow, man. It's always enjoyable. It's never a waste of energy. Never regret going to the gym. Always feels good. And if you want to start eating better, you want to start eating healthier, consider getting a one-on-one coaching call with someone like myself, perhaps. If you want a coaching call with me, you can go to calltedcar.com, or you can watch a bunch of YouTube videos about eating vegan eating raw vegan, the healthiest vegan diet in the world. Just YouTube it and find some people who are getting the results you desire, and then just become a student, right? Become a student. It's way too easy to become a student of too many people online these days. There's so many different people out there. But as long as you're a student of like the same subject, at least, you can be a student of many teachers, but at least just study a subject and stick with that subject until, before you ever decide to finally give up or throw in the towel. I see a lot of people give up on stuff, give up on projects, give up on their goals, give up on their dreams, give up on their aspirations. And they haven't really given it too much of a chance. And I'm like, the only reason they gave up, the only reason they stopped is because they didn't want to do it. So what it comes down to is becoming crystal clear on what it is you actually want to do. Becoming crystal clear on what gives you that feeling of strong desire. If you can find that feeling of strong desire, you're going to find success. Desire and success are glued together, man. The only reason why you give up and you quit on something is because you don't want it. So Yoda says try is a lie. He's like, do or do not try is a lie. I think that's nonsense. I think trying is totally fine. What trying does is trying tests your desire. If you try something and you quit, you've just tested your desire and you realize that you didn't actually want it. There's many things I've quit in life. It's because I didn't want it anymore. Totally fine. Just don't blame the situation. Don't blame the circumstance. Don't blame other people. Don't blame yourself, whatever. Just accept and admit and maybe tell people about it that you didn't want it. You just change your desire. That's totally fine to change desire. A lot of people, they break up with their boyfriend, or they break up with their girlfriend, they get a divorce, and people are like, oh my God, like, why'd you break up? Nobody asks when they got together, like, why'd you get together? They got together because there was strong desire, right? But you don't need a reason. Why'd you get together? No one asks that, why'd you get together? People only ask, why'd you break up? As if you need a reason to quit. The reason why they broke up was because there was no more desire. Sure, there could be other things, but it all comes down to lack of desire. So just realize that if you can find crystal clarity in what it is you really want in life, you're going to find success with it. Me going live every day, I love this stuff. This is super fun for me. I love teaching people about fruit festivals. I love teaching people about making money online as a vegan. I love teaching people about fitness and fruit and healthy living and goal setting. And I've luckily been mentored by some great teachers. I've luckily consumed a lot of fantastic audiobooks about this topic of goal setting and focus. And now I'm sharing it here with you because I think it's some really powerful stuff. And I think if I was talking about this stuff in real life with you, rather than just talking to you on live Instagram, or for those of you who are going to be watching this replay, I think if you were meeting me in real life and we talked about this stuff in real life, it'd be even more powerful. Like, how many times have you had a conversation with someone and you walk away and you're like, wow, dude, that conversation was deep. That conversation was deep. There's some people in the chat who I see right here. I'm like, I've had conversations with them and I've had deep conversations with them in real life. It's so cool. Right now I'm having a one-sided conversation, but if we were to hang out in real life and have this conversation, or I'll get on the phone and have this conversation, like it's just so much more powerful. Having a conversation with someone in real life, or at least one-on-one, bouncing ideas back and forth of each other. It's just really powerful. So if you want to hang around people who are going to help you, help inspire you and help motivate you and help support you to reach your goals, then you're definitely going to want to come to a fruit festival. If you're on the east side of North America and you don't want to travel much, then go to the Woodstock Fruit Fest, biggest fruit fest in history. If you want to use the code Come Fruit Yourself, you save yourself $100. It's Come Fruit Yourself. 3 words. Come Fruit Yourself. Save yourself $100 at Woodstock Fruit Fest. If you're on the west side of North America, then you definitely want to come to the Canada Fruit Fest. It's half the price of Woodstock. Get everything Woodstock provides, except maybe you don't get any, even you get a lot more Canadian accents at the Canada Fruit Fest, that's for sure. But Canada Fruit Fest, if you just use the code Vegan Money, you save yourself $25. If you want to save yourself $25 at the Canada Fruit Fest, use the code Vegan Money. You can sign up tonight. Again, it's on the west side of North America. It takes place in British Columbia. And the reason you'd want to go there is so you can hang around the right people. All the biggest projects I've ever put together, all the loves of my life, that I've ever met, all my best friends, all my business partners, I've all met them at fruit festivals. Isn't that crazy? I didn't meet them on YouTube. I didn't meet them on Instagram. I met them at a fruit festival, whether it's the Canada Fruit Fest or whether it's the Woodstock Fruit Fest or whether it's the UK Fruit Fest or whether it's the Denmark Fresh Fruit Fest. You know, I've met all the powerful people in my life at fruit festivals. Well, I just want to say thank you to Chakras Aligned on YouTube there. He just donated $2. Use this money for that Dollar Hub deal. I'm not sure what that is, but thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. So this has been a great chat. I really appreciate everyone sticking around. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them right now, and I'll do my best to answer at least a couple of them. Some big comments here in the YouTube section I'm going to answer first. Let's get into here. YouTube's got a lot of questions, or at least a lot of comments, maybe no questions, but if you have any questions, feel free to post them right here, either on Instagram or YouTube, and I'll spend the next 5 minutes here answering questions. Okay, and also ask your questions with a question mark, because I forget to say that at the start, because all I see is a bunch of sentences, and if I look for a question mark, I can find it much easier. Here's a question mark. Ted, I was a whole food plant-based for 6 months, and I felt much better after incorporating animal products. What do you think about this? I think everyone's on their own journey, man, and if you feel better eating animal products, then I can't disagree with that. Like, you feel better eating animal products, right? You do. That's what you're telling me you do. Can't deny it. You feel better eating animal products. But there's so many people out there, and I'm sure you agree with this even, that when they go vegan, they feel so much better. When they go raw vegan, they even feel better than that. Right? The people write books about veganism. People write books about raw veganism. People host festivals about vegan festivals and fruit festivals, whatever, because people feel so dang good eating vegan, eating plant-based. And you're asking me what I think about eating animal products. I think humans are designed to eat fruits and vegetables. We're just that species. You look at any anatomy of carnivore, any anatomy of an animal that eats meat in nature, and you see that humans and carnivores are just not alike at all. We are just not carnivorous animals. Carnivores cannot do this with the jaw. They can't move the jaw side to side. Carnivores only can go up and down. Carnivores too, like, I can't fit my fist and my mouth. Carnivores can. Carnivores can fit their hand in their mouth. There's just so many, like, the intestinal length of a human being is like 9 times the length of our body. Carnivores, it's like half the length of their body because they can get the meat in and out real quick so it doesn't, ferment and become nasty. Humans, we get intestinal tract 9 times the length of our body so we can slowly absorb all the fruits and vegetables as they go through. And I'm not here to convince you to go back to being vegan or anything. I just want to let you know that I think humans, we're not carnivorous, we're not even omnivorous. I think we're frugivorous. I mean, I don't think that I truly believe that, as much as I believe that light is on right now behind me, those salt lamps. I believe that we are frugivorous animals. We're designed for fruit and some vegetables. That's why people feel so dang good on them. That's why people reverse so many diseases eating this way. Anyways, that's just my thoughts on that. All right. Next question. Yeah, people saying, thanks, bro, but to start my college semester tomorrow, I'm going to write down my new goals now. No more excuses. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, there's some good notes here. Like, people are taking notes in the comment section. I can do videos on the entire, people's comments. They're really, really good comments. People are saying how yeah. There's some good stuff. It's pretty deep though. I'd have to think about what these people are talking about and then rephrase it for a video. But if you get a chance to check out the YouTube comments, man, there's some good comments here. People giving each other support and stuff. I like that. Someone's asking me, Ted, do you know fruitarians who smoke weed? Yeah, I know fruitarians who smoke weed, but I mean, do I? I think they're vegan, at least. Fruitarian smoking weed? Very rare. Very rare. Very rare. if they do smoke weed, then they notice the harsh effects of it way more than non-fruitarian. Let's see here. Are you spiritual or like just really happy? We're all spiritual. We're all spiritual beings, right? Spiritual beings in a physical body. Yeah, I'm really happy sometimes. I'm not really happy all the time. That'd be cool though. But I'm really happy most of the time, that's for sure. What book are you reading right now? I'm reading a lot of books, man. Most of the books I'm reading right now are about fitness, about intermittent fasting, and about holding in. I mean, this one is pretty interesting. The Immortality Edge, talking about how we can live a lot longer. Really, really interesting. The other one is, I got it right here somewhere. I don't know. It's called, come on, I think I have it. It's right there. Got it. Making me work for this answer here. It's by Mantak Chia. It's called The Taoist Secrets of Love, Cultivating Male Sexual Energy. Really powerful stuff, talking about what happens when you hold in the seed rather than busting your nut. If you have a very powerful sexual experience, but then you hold in the seed, you can actually transmute it up into the spine, into your pineal gland, and magic can happen, especially when you share it with a partner. Really, really, really cool book here. If you're into NoFap, if you're into holding in your seed, and if you're into living a long time, these are two great books. But I wouldn't recommend this one for everyone. It's just not necessary. But I would recommend this one for everyone. Absolutely. This one's great. All right, next question. Are fruit festivals the future? Yeah, I think so. I mean, if people want to put them on, if people want to put on a fruit fest, there's definitely a lot of risk in putting on a fruit fest. But if people want to put on a fruit fest, they're the future. There are, like, how many fruit festivals in the world are there right now? There's maybe like 6 or 7 in the entire world. A festival dedicated to fruitarians, or at least raw vegans, or at least vegans. You know, the goal for Canada Fruit Fest is slowly becoming, what we're realizing is that there are so many more vegans than there are raw vegans. There's so many more people who want to be vegan than they want to be raw vegan. It's like we might as well just have the Canada Fruit Fest, feed everyone a ton of fruit, but really open it up to vegans and just invite the vegans in, let them know this is your place. Because about 85% of the people who were there last year weren't raw vegan. They weren't fruitarian. They were vegans who wanted to eat more raw. So it's like, if you're going to start a fruit festival, cater to the vegans. Because vegans coming into a fruit fest, eating a ton of fruit, feeling freaking amazing, and then going back out into the world, telling all these other vegans about fruit festivals, it's much more effective than just attracting very few raw vegans, very few fruitarians into the festival and catering to them. You know, you just might as well open it up and talk about veganism, talk about eating way more raw foods, way more raw fruits and vegetables, but then just, you know, keeping the vision one of a vegan world rather than just strictly like 100% raw. But fruit festivals are still the future, I think, because a lot of people can come there, can have an amazing time. When people get together and they eat 100% raw, it's a completely different experience than when they get together and eat completely cooked. I've been to so many potlucks in my life. Been to maybe 75% of the potlucks I've been to have been raw. 25% of the potlucks I've been to have been cooked. The cooked potlucks are like going to any other potluck. There's no real difference in the energy level. It's just kind of just like, when you go to a raw potluck, it's like, it's people get a high on feeling really good on the fruit. I understand that there's a time and place for eating cooked food. You eat all the cooked food you want, but if you want to get together and have like a drug-like experience, come together and eat raw foods. Come together and eat fresh fruits and vegetables. You're going to feel freaking amazing. And as a result, everyone around you is going to feel freaking amazing. And as a result of everyone else feeling freaking amazing, you're going to feel even more freaking amazing. Fruits and vegetables, baby. That's the answer. Fruit festivals, are they the future? Yeah, if you put them on. Got to put them on, though, man. Only 6 or 7 people in the world have ever really put on a fruit fest. but they're really, really powerful, man. I recommend them. If you want to come to a fruit festival and you're on the east side of America, North America, like New York or Quebec or Montreal or something, hit up the Woodstock Fruit Fest. Use the code COMEFRUIT-YOURSELF, all one word, and you save yourself $100. If you're on the west side, you want to come to the Canada Fruit Fest, use the code VEGANMONEY, and you'll save yourself $25. Vegan Money, by the way, if you're just joining us, Vegan Money is my new book. You can get it just by checking the link in my bio or by going to veganmoneybook.com. And you'll get a free copy as soon as it comes out. All right, any other questions here? Whoa, there's so many comments. It's crazy. Ted, can you please speak on melon belly and which fruit to eat before other fruits? Yeah, when it comes to melon belly, like for those of you who don't know, melon belly is when you eat a watermelon really quickly and you feel like crap right after, like you feel like dying, you feel like you gotta go to the hospital. That's melon belly. Typically occurs for a good 17 minutes after, maybe like 2 or 3 minutes after you finish the melon, or 2 or 3 minutes after you started eating the melon. So if you've got melon belly, just know it's probably going to pass within 17 minutes. And the way to prevent it is to get some chromium in your body before you start eating the melon. So get chromium pill, a little supplement, or romaine lettuce. Romaine lettuce is quite high in chromium as well. Make sure it's organic. That way it's super high in chromium. So there's a little tip there. And some people get melon belly with grapes, with mangoes, with apple juice, myself included. People get melon belly with pears. Many, many fruits cause melon belly. But the way to prevent it is to eat really slowly or get some chromium in your body before you ingest the food that normally causes melon belly. Good tip, right? All right, I'm just reading some comments here. Okie dokie. Well, that's it. That's all. I'm glad to have been of service tonight. I'm glad those of you who stuck around this long. It's amazing to see. We got 18 people on the YouTube. We got 7 people left here on Instagram. And it was fun chatting with you. Thanks so much. I'm going to get to bed. Peace out. Namaste. I'll see y'all at the Canada Fruit Fest. If you haven't signed up to get your free copy, the advanced version of Vegan Money, head on over to veganmoneybook.com. You can pick yourself up a free copy. All right. Well, that's it. Drew, I think you're a bit late to the show, bro. Been on here for 37 minutes and about to get off. We got one more question coming in on Instagram here. We see from Jeremy. What's that question? Then we got to bounce. Got to get some shut-eye. Today was a good chat, man. I like this. Talking about goal setting, talking about fruit festivals, talking about following your passion, making really good money, doing what you love. It's all totally possible for everyone out there. All right? Well, that's it. All right, I'm going to bounce. Peace out. If you have any questions, send me a DM or something. We'll be in touch, all right? Adios. Much love.